I don't know, but we got some.
Yes.
Hey, that's what you got to build. I ain't gonna lie. I meant to tell you that.
Fan base.
You're talking to these mugs.
Yeah.
So that you know who your fans is.
Fans.
What you mean by talking to them?
Well, we just started. Everybody sit there and worry about algorithms. Everybody sit there and worry about, oh, well, am I getting pushed? Am I getting shadow banned? Am I getting blah, 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 blah? If you got fans, it's going to look for you.
What are you pointing at me for?
Fans is going to look for you. So you make sure that you build a fan base that's going to look for you. So I got mugs to pull up on me no matter what I do because they just like, yo, Pat doing this at this time in this place. I'm there. Let's do it. That's really what you want to build up. All that other stuff, that don't mean shit. All the other stuff is numbers.
You hear that, Yay?
That's crazy.
And remember, if you got like legit, like YouTube right now, it's not pushing my stuff. I still get like 250 people in there. 250 people is a lot of people.
550 people is a lot of people.
I said that though.
550 people in a room is a lot of money.
That's promontory max.
Come on, Yay. That's an episode.
Promontory max.
Come on, let's get this started. We ready?
Yeah, we ready, man. We here.
We recording?
This shit been recording for
we back.
I'm joking.
We're back. Outside Never End Maywood's official podcast.
What the Maywood?
Yes.
We're taking that. We taking over the town,
we
the
taking
city
over
next,
Maywood.
the state next, and then the country after that. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's fighting you for it.
No, I want
So
somebody to try to. I want somebody to act like they got it.
Hey, look.
I want somebody to try to pretend like they got this one.
Hey,
I ain't gonna hold.
I'm on my YM mode today.
Yeah, how you doing today? How you doing?
I'm not doing too good, man.
It be like that sometimes, man. But I want you to know, just because other motherfuckers be tweaking, don't mean you got to tweak too, bro.
Okay, you're right.
Like wise words from a decent man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you're right, man. It was rough. I was finna show out, but you know, we got bigger and better things.
For sure.
Bigger and better things.
For sure. How was your week? How was your 2 weeks actually?
It was good, man. I just got a new job close to the house, which is what I wanted.
Type. You like it? How you feeling that?
Easy money, no sweat. You know, I'm been in the restaurant industry for a while, so it ain't nothing. I just wanted to be close to home so I could be close to my mom.
Type.
Well, getting older and stuff, and you know, other things, but just being close to her, so I'm able to navigate how I want to.
Well, I'm happy for you, brother.
If you ain't never get an Outback discount steak from Yay, you didn't live life. I had a $400 meal go for like $22.
That's me.
That's Yay for sure. He take care of his people.
I take care of my people. That's why I was finna crash out because
it's okay, right. Bro. Let's not get into it. We got a guest
on the show.
We have an amazing guest on the show. Okay, we have a minister. We have a vegan. We have a politician.
Don't forget the senator.
Senator coming soon. We have what else we got?
Commissioner.
Park district leader. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what I'm going with. We have Verneka here with us today. And what I have to ask you is why I couldn't get invited to the little $2 parties back in the day.
You was too young back then.
Damn,
you was probably a baby back then.
I was probably about 7, 8, 9, but still I would have came to party
we was at Irvin. That was elementary school.
Wait, that was the lock-ins and the
No. See, look, I'm gonna put you on.
Put me on, man.
They say back in the day, she
back
had
in the day
parties.
when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore.
$2 parties. How much you charge? $1 for girls, $2 for boys.
$2, $2, $3. My mama, that was my mama. She was the GOAT.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to
rest
her.
in peace, Miss Smith. Yeah, that was my mama. She was the GOAT.
For sure.
She was the popular one.
I heard a lot about her before, and I don't think I ever met her, but I hear a lot about her still to this day. Yeah. So another question I got is, how was your come up in Maywood, the little small town that we grew up in? How was it for you coming up?
Life was good. Life was great growing up in Maywood. You know, we loved everything about the community. My family is originally from the Rockwell Garden Project, so moving to Maywood, it was basically like a come up. You know, it was an upgrade. We moved right on up. So I moved out to Maywood because I was adopted. So, you know what I'm saying? I come from very humble beginnings.
Okay.
And Miss Smith, she was actually my foster mother.
Okay.
And so I moved out to Maywood with her. And yeah, life and growing up in Maywood was great.
Okay. So, who was your role models? Maybe inspiration? Was it Miss Smith? Was it other people?
Yeah, my mother definitely was my role model, you know, when I was a young girl. I just saw the way she like loved on people, like loved on the community. And I was attracted to that. You know, I wanted to be like that. But as I grew older, my role models became like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Fred Hampton.
Okay, now we
like
get
those were
wow.
like
Okay.
yeah, those were my like
Culture.
role models.
Okay. We are a revolutionary. What you got for our guests? Yeah, you got something for our guests?
How does it feel about being adopted? Because I was adopted, but I was adopted into my own family.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that was, I don't want to say it became a challenge and a change when I got older, because I started learning different things about what happened, why it happened, and it kind of turned me into somebody that was like reserved and angry. How was that for you?
Okay, so I would say like it was more of a challenge as a young person, you know, like coming out, like moving out to Maywood, a new community. It was more like embarrassing. I didn't want people to know like that I was in a foster system. I didn't want people to know like Miss Smith was my foster mother. So it was like embarrassing back then. But as I grew older, and like my mother, she knew everybody in the community. It just became a part of who I was, you know. So like everybody that went to school with me, they knew like originally my last name was Maddox. I got adopted maybe like in 7th grade or something like that. So they saw like my last name changed to Smith. And as I grew, it just became my testimony. It just became like my way of letting people know, you know, that we go through hard things, but we can grow through it. We can grow past it. We can still be great, you know. So in the end, it's my testimony now.
I got a question for you, Ye. Do you still feel angry and behind the adoption, or is it like a how you deal with it now?
I still haven't. That's the bad part about it. But when I was coming up as a kid, it didn't bother me, because my great grandmother told me, she was like, whoever takes care of you, that's your parents. So as a kid, it didn't bother me. When I became a teenager, excuse me, it bothered me because I didn't have no clear understanding of why. I always wanted to know why I felt like I wasn't accepted. I felt like I wasn't wanted. I felt like you wanted nothing to do with me. And that's why I'm so big now about not having a kid and also being married when I have my kid, because I don't want my kid to go through what I've been through.
Okay.
And now, even though I'm older, I love my parents to death, 100%. Like everybody know that. And it's just like now I don't even care about it anymore. It's just, I just want to know the why. That's it. You know, we grown now. I know my biological mother and father, you know, definitely older than me. So it's like, we should be able to come to a point where it's like, okay, we can talk about this.
Like a common ground type.
Like
thing.
You grown.
I'm grown.
You done been through everything in life. You know who your parents is. Because my biological mother has me on social media. So she sees me post my mother, and I call her my mother.
Right.
So she sees all of that. So it's like, are we ever gonna get to a point? I have no idea. And I'm kind of realizing to be okay with it, but it still lingers back to like, why? Because I feel like most kids that feel like they've been abandoned and left behind, like you still do want to know why, but you just grow out of it. So that's where I'm at with it.
Do you feel like that affects, for both of y'all, that affects relationships y'all have with people? Like the fact that like the why?
Absolutely. Well, for me, it does.
Okay.
I can't speak for everybody else, but it's hard for me to trust. I have bad trust issues. Like I hate when people leave my side that I care for. It's a bad feeling. It's like I said, it's all about growing and like I said, trying to get out of it. But it's stimulated from me as a kid, coming up as a kid, being like the whole situation itself. That's another. That's
another episode.
That's another episode. That's a story. That's a story. But
it's about to get deep in this mud.
I'm teared up.
Hey, hold on. He about to cry.
Hold on, man.
Let me bring some balance to it here, because you know what, like my situation was it was different from most people who like went through the foster system, who've been adopted, because my adopted family became family to my biological family. So my parents, my biological parents, they were on drugs, and the same story most people got. Well, not most people, I guess. Most
people from where we from have these stories. It may sound unfamiliar to people that ain't neme been through stuff like this. But like, from where we from, this is just what happened.
Exactly. So yeah, that was the origins of me being in the foster system. But my mother, she was so dope. My adopted mother, Miss Smith, she was so dope that she didn't want to like shun us from our biological family. She wanted them to be a part of our life. She wanted them to be a part of our upbringing. So she basically invited my mother and my father into our home. As a matter of fact, my biological mother, she lived with us at a point in our lives. You know what I'm saying? So my family just became family with Miss Smith family. And she was like a mother to my mother. Ooh. You get what I'm saying? So my family, like we've been so blessed. You know what I'm saying? I just really feel like God's hand has been on me, my life personally, and my family, like the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Just people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see people not being separated. Like me and my siblings, we were like never separated. Our foster parents made sure we had a relationship. They would come spend nights. You know what I'm saying? So I was never like really separated from my family. Yeah.
I think to just piggyback on that, that's probably why I don't like fake people. Because I was around my other, I call it the other.
Calm down, crash out.
I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out, man. I've been crashing out.
How about you calm down, crash out?
Let him get this out.
Let him get it out.
I'm gonna get this one. This one's gonna come out. This one's gonna come out. Hold on.
Let him get it
I
out.
have to take a sip. God,
man, I'm finna walk over there and get a sip in 1 second. Don't even worry about it. Nah. But I think that's why I don't like fake people, because I call it the other side, my other side of my family. So I was around them as a kid growing up, and I could tell that I was treated as a black sheep. And they was trying to act like everything was copacetic, everything was good and pushing daisies, and it wasn't. And when I got older and I could comprehend stuff, I started realizing it, and it made it worse. So I think that's probably why I don't like fake people. Like when I feel like I said, when my homies
makes sense
when I get into it with my homies, something happened. It's because they was fake, and I don't like that. So I go and move about my life.
That explains a lot. Now I see why you.
You know what I'm saying? We opening us at all episodes. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely.
Let it out. We don't heal this episode.
I see why.
You don't think they treat you like the dark sheep because you dark as hell?
Black cat, the dark cat.
That could be an accurate statement.
Crying. Here come the voice in the sky with some humor.
I tried to bring some levity. My bad.
We almost cried last.
It's not always in heaven. You know what I mean? The voice in the sky.
Let's just switch it up.
Let's go. Okay, I got another question.
Let's switch it up.
Nah, be real with it though. Be real with it.
Because
you having a real moment.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That's what the podcast is for. You having a real moment.
Very true.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna make my jokes though.
For sure.
That's fine.
That's what we here for. We here to listen.
That's why he my dog.
We here to encourage, and we here to crack jokes on you, man. That's what friends are for.
I can get a shot though.
You need a shot.
I need a shot.
You need a cup?
Give me a cup.
There's alcohol all over the studio.
Man, I want some Crown, man. We not doing.
Okay, so let me ask the guy,
baby.
What's out of all the things that you do? Because you do a lot of things. You're very multifaceted. What is the favorite thing about what you do?
About like what I do as far as like business, community,
all of it.
My favorite.
If you could pick, or if you could just narrow it down, if you could be like, woo, this, and this. But if it's one thing, I would
definitely. That's a no-brainer.
Okay.
So my favorite thing that I do is like being a Sunday school teacher. Yeah, I teach Sunday school at my church. Shout out to my church, Able Ministries. 433 South 13th Avenue in Maywood. My pastor, James Edward Blair. Yeah, that's the most important part of my life is my spiritual life, my relationship with God. So being a Sunday school teacher is definitely top tier in my life, for sure.
You teach every Sunday?
No, I don't teach every Sunday. We actually have a lot of Sunday school teachers, and they're awesome, dynamic teachers. And I'm blessed to be one of them.
That's what's up, man. We need a lot more teachers out here.
But I want to apologize. These mothers didn't give me no heads up. I'm just out here wild. I'm talking how I talk. Yeah, I mean, y'all listening. We got work on a show plan. We
do need to start talking to each other.
We do. We ain't telling about no Sunday school. Y'all ain't telling me right that she right with the Lord out here.
We all right with the Lord, though.
Definitely.
I'm not wrong with the Lord, but you know what I mean. He ain't done with me yet.
Sometimes for sure. I feel that.
Yeah, we're gonna start a group chat. It's just gonna be we gonna get this together. You know, engineer. But
I just said the N word about 15 times to start the show.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We working.
Y'all definitely are on y'all best behavior.
You see me? I ain't even drinking for real.
I'm surprised because
I want you to know they're faking.
This the crash, bro.
I done watched a few episodes.
No. Look, let's leave those where they at. We're on the better things now.
All right.
We're evolving. Okay.
She pulled up with the Bantu knots ready to go. Y'all was like, we got to get right.
You feel me? This got the suit on. You feel me? This is a real politician we talking to. So you're also a loctician, beautician.
Yes.
What's the hardest part about owning a shop and also having my fiance as an employee? What is the hardest thing
Look
about
at his
those
eyes.
Okay, so honestly, it's nothing hard about it. It's just really a part of my DNA at this point. I've been in the beauty industry profession since I was 14 years old. I started working at a local shop in Maywood, when I was a kid. So it's nothing hard about being in the profession. What I would say one of the most difficult things about being a salon owner is finding loyal, dedicated people to work, like finding people with good work ethics, that really want to work and serve their clients. So that's probably one of the most difficult challenges that I've faced since I've opened up the salon. Working with KP is a breeze. She's so dope. And yeah, she kind of remind me of myself when I was younger. Like she got to go get you ain't got to beg her to work. You know what I'm saying? Like she want to grow. She want, you know what I'm saying? Everything that belongs to her. And she's definitely, going after it. So it's nothing difficult about working with her, but it's nothing difficult about being in the industry either. It's just, I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that I want, I go for. And I love my job. Like I love what I do with a passion. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy getting up, going to work every single day. And there's not a day that I just dread going to work. I'm with it. I go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes I don't leave at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. And I'm never tired of it. Like I really love what I do.
That's what's up.
I know. I
Can the voice in the sky get a question?
Go ahead.
It's from the heavens. Not your heavens. Clearly, I'm in a different. It's from the Milky Way. You know what I mean? We ain't made it all the way. It's from the Milky Way. We in the galaxy. As somebody who, because I feel like you just said something that's so real that most people don't get.
Yeah, it might have went over.
You said you go to work sometimes 7 o'clock in the morning just cause. I get that feeling. I've had that feeling the last couple of years. Speak to what it's like, and I don't know if you feel this way, but for me, I never hate Monday. To me, that's the goal. I don't hate Monday. I go into a Sunday night going, I got to work tomorrow. Here we go. It's just what I do. Do you hate Mondays? Or maybe you're different from me?
You definitely my twin on that. Honestly, twin. Okay, so in the beauty industry profession, Most shops are closed on Mondays. It's like a tradition, you know. Like,
so for you, Tuesday then?
Absolutely not. I'm at work every Monday. Like, I think that's the stupidest thing that we could like attach ourselves to as like people in the beauty industry profession, not working on Mondays. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I work on Mondays faithfully every Monday. I don't even remember a Monday that I haven't been at work. It's just a part of my work schedule. Yeah.
So are you 6 days a week then? You do Monday through Saturday, or you be like,
hey,
if you catch me on Saturday,
it's not like I don't have a set schedule. Like, I just, like, for the last few months, like maybe October and November, I haven't been working a lot because I have other goals that I'm, you know, working on. And so I'm really, I'm putting my energy and time into that. But yeah, I work when I want to, but you know, I'm not stupid. I do make the money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you out for the bag.
And I'm loyal to my clients. I'm very dedicated. So, you know, I'm there when they need me. Right now, I'm just on a flexible schedule.
Only reason I ask because I come from the regular work week, right? Like we all do. Monday, usually Monday through Friday is a regular work week. I ask that because I hated Mondays. Your weekend was Friday night, Saturday.
Sunday, you got to
Sundays suck because you got to mentally prepare for life,
man.
Right? Am I?
Man. Preach, pastor.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I'm sorry.
Not with the actual one here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, take 10 to 15% off there, my boy.
Jeez. You asking for tithe and offering?
What a flag!
I took the flags away. I realized this is a different pie when y'all explained what was happening. No, but it's and not to interject too much because y'all can't see me, but it's about happiness to me is when you don't hate a day of the week. And I felt that so much when you said I'm you know what I mean? Like if it's 7:00 in the morning, I literally have to tell myself I have to turn down opportunities for what I do because of me loving what I do and being like, oh no, I gotta spend time with fam and whatever's going on in life. Cause I really am just like, let's go. What we doing? Here we go. I'm having fun doing this, but I get paid for it.
Exactly. Right. I work on Sundays too. Well, not for my VIP clients. I definitely come in on a Sunday. So the only days that are off limit is Saturdays. I don't work on the Sabbath, but every other day.
So how you balance your work life and your real life, your outside life?
I mean, it's not really that hard. I'm not a complicated person. I just work. I do my community service work. I'm in church doing my service work for the Lord and just try to fit my family in there. And that's my life right there.
That sounds like a life right there, man. Family, the Lord, and what you
community,
love to do.
Yep.
That sounds very peaceful and happy to me.
I definitely live a very peaceful life.
Okay.
For sure.
Definitely want a peaceful life eventually. Speaking on the community, what made you want to start giving back to the community? Because there's a lot of people that don't, for one, because it's just like you get wrapped up in everything that you're doing throughout the course of a day, and it's like, I don't want to get back to these. I'm trying to get back to these people. These YNs, these little bastards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to.
Y'all different on this podcast.
I'm trying to show. Let's be for real.
Not saying words, man. We versatile. You know what I'm saying?
Let's keep it a buck, man. So it's like, what makes you do it?
I do it like seriously for I love us. Like I love Black people.
Okay.
I love our community.
Shout out to the Blacks.
For real. And that's why I do it. You know, like I started mentoring in Maywood. It was like 20 years ago now. Like 20 years ago, I started mentoring with the Maywood Youth Mentoring Program under the leadership of my mentor, Barbara Cole. After that, I just started, feeding the homeless, going to senior citizen buildings and just doing community service work. I started mentoring just, for my love for the kids, my love for the community, my work for the homeless and for like the seniors. That really came once I started like to study the Bible, once I started to get a clear understanding of like what God requires of us and he commands us to, serve his people. And so that's where my love for that came from as well. But just genuinely my love for our people.
So with that, the love of our people, you saying you're not from Maywood, but you grew up in Maywood, correct?
No, I'm from Maywood.
Okay,
I was 7. I moved to Maywood when I was 7. I was definitely in Maywood.
So what does being from Maywood mean to you then? Since you care for the people, you mentioned Fred. So what does being a Maywoodian mean to you?
I mean, my love for Maywood is so deep. When I think of Maywood, I think about history. I think about culture. I think about our roots. A lot of people don't know that Maywood had houses in the Underground Railroad.
Come on now.
So like for real history. And then when you think about the connection we got with Fred Hampton and his family, like he's from Maywood. He went to Proviso East,
town.
So he was like, he advocated so that the first Black prom queen was voted in Proviso East. I was a prom queen my senior year at Proviso East class.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Pop it in. Do we got some claps on? We gonna get this together. Okay, there we go.
Prom queen.
So when you said he advocated for like the first Black prom queen, like the first Black in the country, state, or just at Proviso East?
So back then, Maywood was a white community.
For sure, Italians and all that.
Yeah, Maywood was a white community. So Fred and his family, they were like one of the only Black families that lived in the community at that time. So he had a natural, leadership spirit. And that's one of the things he did at Proviso East. I read a book about him, and they advocated and brought in the first Black prom queen at Proviso East.
That's deep, man. I didn't even know that, man. And I went to Proviso 5 years, man.
And you went 5 years is crazy.
This man was on the college plan in high school.
Senior, man,
what's going on? Super senior?
I'll just be joshing with y'all.
No. So since we are talking about Maywood today, of course, so we all will have to probably tell a Maywood story. We have to. We have to. I know it's numerous of them.
How Maywood you trying to get?
I mean, you go as deep Maywood as you want to go. All my Maywood stories have violence involved.
That's what I was literally. My Maywood story got violence in it. I started off. I got shot in Maywood when I was a kid.
All right, let's just get straight to it then.
I was about my son age. I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, around that little age group, and bro, like a situation happened. People just started spraying. I get shot. My mama got shot. My uncle got shot. Somebody died that night. My little brother was out there. So like my Maywood story run deep. Like it ain't just about I'm from here and then no, it's like I got bloodshed out here. You feel me? Like,
you literally
I'm from
have
the
blood
town.
on
like
Maywood
my blood is in my grass. Like my blood is helping the plants grow. You feel me? Like
plants grow.
Are they growing?
Like
are they growing? I feel like we gotta ask the question.
No, are they growing well?
Died. Yeah, they died.
After that, you get what I'm saying? But still, like it's really that deep, and it's so deep. Like the dude that died that night, somebody that I know that's kind of semi-related to him also died. So it's like a cycle be going with this. That's why I really be trying to like push positivity now because like the town means so much to me, and the people in the town mean so much to me that it's like I know we could do more. We got so many people out here that's like that's successful and that's doing major things, and they from this little small tiny little 21 block. So like Maywood means so much to me, and it's the fact that like the people from out west, out south be, you from Maywood? You better come on. They don't even know like these 21 blocks is like it really get treacherous, but it's also so beautiful at the same time, man.
It's a lot of positivity behind.
It's so much positivity. I ain't mean to bring all that negativity.
And I say I ask this, voice in the sky again. I ask this. How do you get involved in the positive community movements? How do you get involved in the positive? Because you said you rock with the kids, you know what I mean? You're involved in the charities that rock with Maywood and Bellwood and different things like that. How do you get involved in those if you're not somebody who is
in tune with those?
In tune, right? Tuned in, right? Because if you just a regular person, you don't know the people that's gonna be like, well, yeah, I got this community thing that's going on this week, and you need to be here next week too.
For sure.
I mean, I feel like it's a lot of opportunities to get involved. I mean, we have so many events and things going on in Maywood. you just have to connect yourself with the people that's doing what you want to do. If you want to be a mentor, you're going to connect yourself with the mentors in the community. You want to get into politics, you're going to connect yourself with the local politicians, you know? So I feel like you are basically a reflection of the people you choose to be around. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So,
but for the average, I don't know.
Average Joe.
What do we say for the black community? We ain't got a lot of Joes in our community.
For YN.
For the average YN. I don't want to say that. For the average Jaquan, right? For the instead of average Joe. For the average Joe.
For the average Tay-Tay around here.
For the average Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay is crazy.
I'm probably not getting in or in the buildings with the people that are doing that.
You're not rubbing elbows.
I'm not rubbing elbows
and stuff like.
How do I get to a point where I'm rubbing elbows with those people? How do I meet those people?
I mean, for me, it all started like at school. I just took advantage of the opportunities that were like literally at Proviso East. You know, like I started doing, you know, meeting people that was involved with mentoring programs and just doing like basically staying involved. Like I was a cheerleader. I did African dance. I did a class council. Like I was just like really into school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So me and my friends, we were like into school and the things of school. So just asking, how I got involved with the how I became a mentor. I got like younger siblings. So my little sister, she was involved with the mentoring program. And so one day when I was at my mom's house, I was just asking her like, Mama said you was doing some type of mentoring program. What's to that? And then she was just telling me like, yeah, this lady named Barbara Cole. I'm like, okay, I want you to introduce me to her. And so one day me and my little sister was walking down 17th going to One Stop.
Shout out to One Stop.
Yeah, we was walking down 17th. And she was like, oh, there go Miss Cole right there. And so I just walked up to her like, how you doing? You know, my little sister was telling me about you. And literally I've been locked in with the mentoring program ever since. Just definitely locked in. So I feel like Maywood is a small community. Like you know somebody that knows somebody. It's really not, I don't really think it's that hard to get connected. Like if you want to be involved, like it's just as simple as going to PLCCA. Simple as going up to Proviso East or one of the elementary schools or the middle school and seeing where you can volunteer. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing where you can fit in. And from there, you'll meet people who are doing the things that you want to do. And then you just stay connected.
So basically it's about aligning yourself with the right people, getting in them certain rooms, rubbing them elbows, forcing yourself with the right people.
Oh, right people.
Ain't no white people.
I swear I thought he said aligning yourself to white people. I was like, who's white in Maywood?
It's a grammar blunder on this show all the time.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I said the only white people in Maywood is Knicks and
No, but aligning yourself with the right people and getting in them right rooms and talking, making yourself accessible to be able to help other people.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna ask you about some things to do.
You already doing it, Quentin. I'm doing it. You definitely already doing it. You connected to some heavy hitters.
Culture Q.
Okay.
Culture Q.
So I need to start aligning myself with the right things.
You connected to Rashad. You connected to Danka. Like
shout out Danka. Shout out
Come on.
Okay.
But we need to.
You connected to me.
Shout out Verneka.
For sure. We need to be able to talk to one another because like most of the people who's involved with this stuff are older people. I get what you're saying. That's older.
But we got some young. We got some young hitters coming.
We got some young ones that's coming up. But you need to also talk to them older people and get that guidance.
You need that wisdom
because they've been there. They've done that. Like she said, she's been doing things like this for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? She's been in business for 20 years, doing this community thing since a young age. So it's like she has the vision, she has the guidance, she done built it. And it's like you gotta want to be able to reach out to that person. You know, I know as kids sometimes you just I don't want to talk to this older person, but they got wisdom and they got knowledge for you.
For sure.
You know, if there's something that you want to do, like as much people as they say love Maywood and from around the town, they claim it so much. When we gonna start giving back to it? When we gonna start pushing the positivity in it?
Pushing peace.
You know, it's big.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's more than all of us. You know what I'm saying? We could lead the younger ones up, and I'm not gonna lie, that Maywood pamphlet, I think it's the community pamphlet that they give out in the mail.
I know what you're talking. Yeah,
I see somebody on there every time that I knew from the past, and I'm like, you start doing you do this too? Like I'm talking about when I went to Madrid Daw. Shout out Madrid Daw.
Shout out Madrid Daw.
I went to Madrid Daw. So I'm looking at the pamphlet. I see 2 of my old teachers on there. Like, I'm like, so I can go talk to them whenever I feel like it, because I still got a relationship from them. They know me as when I was a kid,
right, from the pub.
So it's like I could walk in there and I could talk to them and go to the right way. So we gotta be able to reach out to the people. Like everybody, Maywood is so small, but yet so big. But we all know each other. Somebody always knows somebody.
Somebody knows
That's
somebody.
in Chicago in general, though.
Man,
you got people out south,
out west, over east, up north. We all connected some way somehow.
Shout out over east.
Shout out over east.
This my beef with Muzz that claim they from Chicago. Now listen, I grew up in the suburbs, right? I'm not gonna say I was in the city, but my grandmama was on the south side. She was a south side grandmama. I'm on the south side every 2-3 weekends, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you say out east, you in the lake.
I'm out east by my auntie house.
You live in the lake. You're not out east. You either in Indiana,
out east,
or you in the lake. It's over east.
It's over east.
Bars.
Over east.
My fault. That's your dig for me. My bad.
That was his pet peeve. I don't blame him though, because we just
that throws me off, bro. Like
we got certain slang that we use. There's just certain things that you just know.
You have to.
And then you gonna say, I'm from Chicago when you go to Atlanta. You ain't from Chicago.
No, you're not.
You from Schaumburg.
You from Verneka.
You from out east. You from out east. Lake Park.
Okay. So is we ready to get into the politicians of things?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready when you are.
So I don't want to butcher this. What position are you running for actually for the Maywood? I don't even know what to call it. Township.
The Park District. It's the Maywood Park District, because the Park District and the village of Maywood are 2 separate entities. So I'm running to be a commissioner for the Maywood Park District.
Okay.
To sit on a board of commissioners.
How do you want to bring change to the town by being a commissioner of the Park District?
I mean, obviously, it's just about bringing more activities, more programs that the children in the community will be able to have access to. Like when we were kids, it was just so much stuff to do. We had like baseball teams and all type of stuff you can do at the rec, football. We were not bored. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just so many opportunities for us to stay busy. We don't see that, right now in our community. For sure. I think for a long time, the rec was not even a place that the kids were using as a whole, So we do have the new Kimberly Lifer Center, that was just upgraded a few years back. So the whole idea is to just bring more activities, more programs in the community for the children.
What type of programs you thinking? Like some summer school type stuff or some after school type stuff?
Oh yeah, all of that. Okay. All of that. Some things that they could take advantage of during the summertime, things that they can take advantage of after school. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I have my first African dance class that we're bringing back to the community. So it's basically a free class. It's a community class. You can bring your family. It's for kids. It's for whoever that want to participate. So the whole idea of this class is to introduce the art of African dance back to our community.
Okay.
So when I was at East, it was a big thing because we had an African dance troupe. Shout out to my teacher, Maddie Robinson, rest in peace. She was my first teacher, when I went to Proviso East, and we just loved it. It was just like a big part of our school, the program. And I just want to bring that love that I have for the art of African dance back to our community, because most of the time when you see like African dance drummers and things of that nature, you have to go on the South Side to partake in those type of activities. So we want to bring that back to the village of Maywood. So tomorrow we have our first African dance class, and I'm very excited about it.
That's gonna be lit, man.
It really is.
I'm a drummer, so that's
I know that.
That's
amazing.
That's
exactly.
I grew up playing. Let me take it back. I'm a percussionist. I play a lot of instruments.
Okay. Pop it in.
Yeah, man. Humble flex from the sky. How do you correlate the two? Right? Because I feel like as Black people, we tell ourselves that we are Africans, but Africans would not tell us that we are Africans. How do you combine the feeling of you have to take your roots and put that into where you are right now? That was deep as heck. I'm sorry.
That was deep, but
that was a deep question. But it's because
it's
because after the recent situations that have happened, I have African friends, and they was like, "Look what y'all did," and I'm like, "All right, bet, like, calm down."
Well, for me, like tracing my roots, I actually just found out, like on my mother's side, my people were like indigenous to this country. So they were like
Native American.
On my mother's side. I mean, this is something that I just recently found out, but I was always attracted to just like our African history, our African culture, the connection, you know what I'm saying? So that's all. Like I said, my role models were like Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and, you know, Fred Hampton. So I've always been very Afrocentric minded, very revolutionary in my thinking. So yeah, it's just a love and appreciation for who we are, you know, outside of the white American culture that I've always been drawn to find out more. You know what I'm saying?
You don't separate it for yourself.
Separate what?
You don't separate the American from the African, I'll say, because I feel like Africans separate Black Americans from Africa.
Okay.
But as Americans that are darker skinned and things like that, or just have Black in their bloodline, we always attribute ourselves to African Americans.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't honestly see how we can separate it. Once you begin to like dig into our history and know that, you know, we were brought from, or some of us, because all of us did not come from Africa.
It's
like I just said,
out here, yeah.
Some of us were already here. A lot of our ancestors, and we don't know this. They were already here in America. Yep. You know, our ancestors were the natives of this country as well. But for the ones who did come from Africa, when you research and you watch stuff like Roots, how can you just ignore? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you ignore that? You know, that's something that I never ignored or want to ignore, even though I still feel the same way that you do, that Africans don't consider us, you know, them. But we've created our own culture here in America as Black people in America. We have our own culture. We have our own, you know, lifestyle now. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm not gonna lie though. Is it my fault? I feel like I'm hijacking.
No, go ahead, brother.
I feel
they know we on episode 4, man. They know who you is. They know who you is by now, man.
I'm just the ambient voice.
My description in the last episode said the voice in the sky got activated.
He got activated.
So it's not a separation from Africa, because I've done the trace. We African. We're very my family is very African, but they also very Native American.
Right, exactly.
But when I hear Africans separate us from them, it does throw me for a loop when I say, but I'm supposed to be from the same people that you come from.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be from the same circles that you come from. And I know our cultures have diverted greatly.
Yeah.
But you want to tell me I'm not African American because I'm not African. While, yeah, I'm not African because something was sold off in my family line that sent me here, which I'm not mad at either. It's one of those situations where it's almost a catch-22. You're not mad about the situation,
but it's like, damn.
But you're like, okay, but like, why are you telling me I'm not black or I'm not African because of
certain
how far I've gotten down the timeline?
For sure.
Yeah, I just feel like when you're dealing with, our African brothers and sisters, you have to realize like they went through some of the same enslavement, some of the same brainwashing, you know what I'm saying? So just on another level, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like they got a lot of waking up to do, they
it's
have
the other side of the skin almost.
Absolutely.
Because Africa, listen, I want to go to Africa. It's so black.
I definitely.
It's so black. It's gorgeous.
I've been wanting to go.
It's so black.
I want to go so bad.
So broke.
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Calm down.
I had to put that out there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Was that too much? Was that too real?
Wait, what you say?
I was just too broke to go to Africa at the moment. I'm sorry. What? Like, I mean, I'm gonna tell the truth. What you want me to say?
I feel like you said it because of the money you missed out on right now.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
I feel like that was D1 crash out.
It was a crash out moment.
I feel like that.
I apologize.
But look, this is what I don't want to go over y'all head. They say that they lineage some is Native Americans. So that mean that like these ain't no Indian people that they talking about. These black folks that they talking about.
Absolutely.
Like, we ain't just come from Africa. Some of us are not African Americans. Some of us are Native Americans.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So like all of us ain't come on slave ships. Like,
come on. You preaching now.
We really was here building homes here. We farming here. We feeding our people from here. Yeah. So like some of us are really American Americans. You get what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody just find this place and be like, oh, we ain't no savages. Like we was from here. This is our town. They raped and pillaged our people, and it turned into something else.
But I think this where the distance come in at is because a lot of people don't even want to look into their lineage.
They're scared.
They don't even want to go there. So you may hear people of our color, like, I ain't African. I ain't come from Africa.
I ain't no African booty scratcher.
But you haven't even took the time out to look into your roots. that was a crazy.
That was a quote from a movie.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I put the quotations. Y'all just ain't see it.
I mean, speaking of roots, that was a very long movie. I loved it, but I will not watch it a lot of times over and over again.
No, that's the one time watch.
But I think we just need to look into our own lineage because I'm not even gonna lie. Me personally, just my name. I looked up my name. My name is French for flower and African for wisdom. That's
American for crash out.
American for crash out for today.
Sure. You know,
and then my mom, she goes back and she looks at all type of history, all type of stuff. Like I found out maybe like about 2 months ago, my great
one of your granddaddies
grandfather was an Indian chief named Cole Black.
See?
Like, and I learned that, and it was just like, oh, okay. So like we could go back. I mean, it's kind of hard to just, keep going back and back and back, but you might want to just dive into your history a little bit just to see what happened, where you came from, who is this and who is that. Like you can learn so much just about yourself and then your family in itself to where you could be like, the next time somebody say something to you, like, oh no, you ain't African. Well, hold on.
Technically, I'm not.
But I got the knowledge now where I can tell you, like, okay, this person connected to this person and that person. Like, it's so much that we could do, and I just feel like we just don't just because we just content with just being American.
Yeah,
for sure. And I think we want to be American so bad that like we don't even care that if we African American. We don't care if we Native American. We don't care. We just want to be accepted by America. And I don't think it's ever just gonna happen like they just accept us.
But hold let me ask this. Has anybody ever been to Africa in this room?
No, I haven't been to Africa.
You're American.
For sure. I'm American. My grandma's from America.
Don't let American or white America idealists tell you you're not American.
For sure.
You grew up in the country. You've never known anything but this country.
That's it. My mama from here. My grandma from here. Her mama from
that
here.
Don't mean you can't respect your culture.
Right.
Okay.
Italian Americans respect Italy.
They love it.
They go back. That's home. Right? That's where my grandmama from. That's where my mama from.
Exactly.
It don't mean you're not from the culture that you come from,
right,
it means you grew up in a culture that is not that culture, and that's not a bad thing.
mm-hmm.
And people will tell you that is because of how things are being run.
Mm-hmm.
That don't have nothing to do with where you are in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Black American for sure. I'm never not gonna say I'm not from Black America.
Oh, for sure that.
But Black America is Black people in America.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not African American.
Right.
You got to do your own research, because what have we been taught and they've been saying as we was coming up as kids? Like, we're living the American dream. Like, the way America portrays everybody else is like nothing. This is where you want to be. This is where you want to come. You don't want to be here. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, if this is American dream, this is where I'm living. Okay, I'm better than you. I don't need to know nothing about you.
Exactly.
I'm living the right dream. You not living the right dream.
You need to come over here.
You need to get where I'm at. And then we not even realizing what's actually going on in different places.
Mm-hmm.
And certain culture. Certain culture.
That was that crown. Y'all seen that? That was live on air.
Snuck up on him right
live
now.
and in action.
Now you finna get the
Zoom in.
I love y'all. I love y'all.
Man. I love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? But just certain cultures, like, it's like we don't want to go back over there because it's portrayed like they're less than. And it's like you could go back over there and learn so much. And even if they do have less than you, you can still learn from somebody that that have less than you.
For sure.
Like, you can learn things from anybody. And it's like you got people like Idris Elba going back over there. He said he was going back over there to do film. He was setting up a film school over there. And like he just said, he was Britain, but he's going back because I don't know if
it's deeper. He
knows deeper than
Britain.
that.
Yeah.
Akon is building, apparently, I guess, cities and towns over there.
Cities, futuristic cities. He trying.
I might pull up. I ain't gonna lie.
To advance.
You pulling up? Let's be real.
I
Pulling
definitely
up.
pull
I'm
up.
not gonna lie.
Sure.
I heard about how the cities was getting built. I might leave.
I need to get feet on land.
The pull up is crazy.
I need to get feet on land.
So it's like we just need to get out of that whole mode where it's like we're better than, and I know that's just a people trait in general sometimes, but it's like we have to get out of that, and then we can finally learn like what's actually going on.
For sure. You only know what you know, so it's up to you to figure out other things and other ways to go about it and to learn. Because if you only going off what you know, you just gonna be caught in the system and you just stuck in the matrix, and they don't need to be stuck in the matrix where you can learn so much more out of it.
Can we speak this Africa
trip? Did we just get deep?
We did. Can we
Very
speak this
deep.
Africa trip and then like can we do
Oh yeah, this happening for sure. I'm going to Africa. We going to
We
Africa.
can put this on here.
We
going.
We getting up.
We're gonna find a way.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey,
it's a long swim.
Did you say swim?
Them animals out there real though.
That's true.
Y'all know lions real animals, right?
No, but I just
I
would love to see one.
That's a 1,000
Like,
pound
right
animal.
there.
That's
no, I ain't going to that. What the spots to the animals? I'll go to Ghana or something.
All right, they
there too.
They there.
They here. They at Brookfield.
All right.
So what do you think?
Ask the guest another good question, bro. This is wild.
What do you think?
Brookfield in cage.
I'm sorry, guys.
They old over there. They tired.
Okay, guys.
I seen a scorpion for the first time in my life in Phoenix, so it's real. I just wanted to let you know that. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, all right.
Verneka, what do you think the youth of Maywood needs?
Right now, I have this thing. I feel like our communities are extremely mentored. I feel like we're over mentored, but we're underfunded.
Mm.
So the main thing I feel like we need right now is people to like really put some money behind us, to invest, in our kids, invest in the mindset, invest in, the youth. Yeah, just put some money behind us. I mean, anybody can come out and talk and have a speech and tell them what to do, right? But as we know, we live in America and it takes money to do everything.
For sure.
Yeah,
sure.
We definitely need investors.
When it comes to people putting up that bread,
For sure.
Yeah.
What a future bar.
I'm not saying that's me. I'm not saying that, but you do have people out there that's like, all right, I can talk all day.
How do you get the funds behind it though? Right? Because everyone can come out and speak, but what are you investing in? I know we can all say the youth of America, Black youth, whatever it is, but what are you really investing in that makes a difference in the Black community?
I feel like we investing in a mindset. So, for an example, the African dance class that we're doing tomorrow. So we're basically reminding them that we're more than just the hood. That we are a cultured people. So we're more than just everything we see on the American news about ourselves.
We're not,
rapists, we built this country.
For sure.
We're thinkers, we're intellectuals,
innovators.
We're scientists, we're innovators. So we're more than that. And so just basically opening up their minds to understand that they can achieve really we say this, but when you basically show them that they can do anything, you get what I'm saying? Then I feel like, that's really investing in the kids.
Amen.
I think this also goes
being
back to
examples,
generating wealth for our people, like giving them this knowledge and giving them this extra push could generate wealth for family after family. Because I don't know about everybody else, but it's like I was taught to, you grow up, you maybe go to school, maybe not. You work a 9 to 5, you get a 401k, you get a pension, you die. You take care of your parents. That's it.
That's supposed to be American way.
That's it. That's all there is to it. And it's like, okay, well, if that's my life, well, that's gonna be my life. And it's like now, it's like, wait, hold on. I got my own thinking. I'm like, well, you telling me that I can attempt to, take care of my parents, look after my parents, get them certain things or whatever, but also help build and generate the people that's behind me. So I'm not what I grew up, them telling me, I'm not telling the next person. Look, hey, we got this, we got that. You can go here, you can go there. I'm not telling the person, no, get your 9 to 5 and go get a 401. Right. I'm not dropping that knowledge to them. Mm-hmm. So now it's like
not drop it.
Of course. You definitely
9 to 5s and a pension is great.
Wrong. There's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 and getting a pension and a 401k.
For sure.
If you get a pension and a 401k, you're rich.
That's lit. You're lit.
He said pension and a 401k.
Pension and a 401k. That's different. But we can also teach people different things as far as this
business. Get into politics. Be a vegan.
What a vegan have to do with that?
I was going to speak on that in a little after we got to the positivity.
Okay, I got one more question. This is from my mother too. A couple of these questions was from my mother.
Okay.
So, hold on. Pause.
This is the Mondoose question.
Shout out.
Okay. Shout out to who?
Your mother.
Man.
I'm going to tell you this on this show right here. Currently on our second episode, we have about 560 views.
Mm-hmm. What she do?
His mother
talk about it.
Will repost every clip. She will literally comment on everything. Hey, she will have her input on everything. And I'm telling you here right now, I love you just for your support.
For sure.
If I lost every subscriber, you would be my only one. I would still do this show.
Talk to her.
Because you have literally changed my whole outlook on this show. Talk to her. I didn't even think people was listening. And I know I'm ranting right now. I'm sorry.
Is you shooting your shot?
That's what it sounds like.
He trying to get at your
because no, but this
the thing. Is he trying to get at your mom?
I feel like he is, but I just told her the same thing today though. Like I told her, like, I need you commenting on these things because like she didn't make me feel good. The fact that like I got my mama commenting on stuff that I'm producing that we out here doing stuff. She really like feel away to the point that she feel like she needs to comment, need to share it, and need to repost it. So it's like I just told her she had an executive producer today. She come with more questions. Producer, executive producer. Okay,
different. Okay,
we gotta give her credit.
She's not the only one that we love. Okay,
we get a check.
KP, we love you too.
Nothing wrong with a check.
Thank you.
Shout out KP.
Shout out KP. You feel me?
Shout out everybody.
Shout out them all.
That
but my mom
actually rock with us.
Is going crazy with the comment and with the sharing. And I appreciate she even, bro. All the questions I be having is from my mama, bro.
So
back to the question.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. We did that.
What made you want to get into Maywood politics?
Honestly, it was the people kept asking me. The people kept asking me, like, because they know I'm already involved. And, you know, I moved back to Maywood to be close to the Maywood. Like, I was living in the South Loop. And I lived in a couple of other communities, you know, close by. I lived in Brookfield, Riverside. I lived in the South Loop downtown.
Okay.
But I moved back to Maywood because I just needed to be close to us. You know, when you move in different neighborhoods, I heard this a lot. You know, about living in white communities and, you know what I'm saying? Like more upscale communities. And I just felt like everything that I saw in those communities, I wanted that for us, you know? And I figured, how can we have these upscale? How can Maywood be a more upscale community if all the people who can make it that keeps leaving? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we all move away, how can our community ever be what we see in a South Loop, what we see in North Riverside or Brookfield or whatever community, you know? So yeah, that's why I moved back, because I wanted to be a part of the change that I wanted to see in our community.
For sure.
We need to stay together, honestly, because I mean, and I just see this daily, like other cultures and things, they ride for each other so crazy.
Man.
And we speak on it. We'll be like, my brother, my sister.
We don't stand on it.
We don't stand on it like how they stand on
it.
That I've seen them stand on it tenfold. And it's like, we need the time to do that. Because we have so much power, we have so much influence,
man,
and we don't even realize it.
I think we realize it. It's just that we don't want to utilize it, bro.
True.
I think we understand how much we bring to the world and to everything around us. It's just that, like, we don't want to get behind us because we don't want to look like we dick riding. We don't want to look like
the key word. They don't want to do too much.
Like, we don't want to do too much, but it's like,
we need to do too much.
Like, bro, we stay in the Muslim community, bro. Like, I promise you, bro, these people, you know, they praying multiple times a day, but they come to this one house and they pray together every single day, bro. And that stuff be like, I wish we had a crib that we could
You saw how they banned against Kyrie? A black man.
Just because of his beliefs.
And all we did was say, nah, we ride with Kyrie. What did we actually do to
uplift him?
To uplift Kyrie?
Nothing
in that situation.
We made Facebook posts.
So it's like, when can we actually start doing the uplifting? And I'm not even gonna lie, another reason why I actually fight to do this podcast so much is because I really do want to bring the positive aspect to our community. Like, I really want to bring that back, and not just the community. I mean, whoever this can reach to,
sure.
whoever this reaches to, the masses. Like, it's positive things out here that you can stand behind. You know what I'm saying? And just her being on this podcast with us, it's definitely gonna be an outside never end charity event. All time.
Sure. This is coming.
Something that we can do. I know it's gonna be something. You know what I'm saying?
Once she get elected, I promise you, we're gonna be at that. We're gonna be at that wreck doing all that we can for the people.
You know, if she actually, you know, get that commissioner spot.
No. We speak. Listen to it. We speak.
She gonna get it. That's what you said. Okay, so you believe you gonna get it too?
No, we believe she gonna get it.
We believe
for sure.
Outside Never End believes that what
she is gonna get that vote. We all gonna push for her to get that vote. We pushing that. We know she gonna get in there. We ain't even pushing it. We know that she getting up. She in there.
You heard it.
It's hers. Whoever got it, y'all going. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We may just have to throw, you know, a party where we do it for $2 and $1.
We gonna have to do a $2 party.
Back to the rack. Hey, look, I'm in the industry. I got the DJ
$2 party. You gotta set the dress code.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We gonna have the rules behind it.
It gotta be
part
2000 dress code.
You know what I'm
dress
saying?
code is 2000 attire.
You never know what might happen off of this, but
Headbands and Reeboks.
okay, Soldier Boy.
Now, you know what? I feel like we do have that unity. Like, even if it's not spoken about, you know, as loud as the misfortunes that happen in our community. Like, for an example, I needed a space to host this African dance class.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Danka, and like, I ain't even had to ask. Like, he's allowing me to use his space to do this class. You know, I got pushback from the Maywood Park District and the village of using because I really wanted to do the dance class in Maywood,
Right,
but because I was getting so much pushback, I just called Danka, and he automatically like, yeah, of course, absolutely,
for sure.
So yeah, we support each other.
Shout out to Danka, man.
Episode 1, get you some connections.
Man.
Episode 1,
Shout
get you some
Danka,
of them
man.
connections, man. Get you some of them connections.
They be trying to hate on my boy, but that's a good brother, man. He was doing stuff for the
definitely
kids,
is a good
man.
person.
He is doing stuff for the youth, man. He got a lot of good stuff going on, man.
Just like she said before, man. Loyalty goes a long way in this industry. It goes a long way, and also, you know, being a good person. Just in general, we talked about that on multiple episodes. Like, having somebody like in your corner that's just a genuine good person,
it means a lot, man.
It goes a long way, and that leads right to loyalty.
Yeah, for sure.
That leads right to loyalty. You asked your positive questions.
I mean,
is the positivity done?
I got one more question. Are you running with somebody, or is it like just a single? It's just you type of thing?
For sure. My partner Tavion Johnson.
Okay, shout out to Tavion.
Absolutely,
my boy. What it do?
So he definitely, you know, got a good heart, got a good mindset for the kids to bring in a lot of positivity, a lot of activities. And I'm actually excited to be running with Tavion. He's very intelligent, very smart, and he has a lot to offer the community as well.
Good brother, man.
See, this is why you gotta talk to people. I grew up with Tavion.
Come on, man. We got Tavion coming on the pod. We got him coming on the pod soon, man.
You know, like, and just seeing him being on this positive direction is like,
take a shot for Tavion.
I don't have one. It's gone. I drank it all. Sorry, y'all. I apologize. The voice is coming. Pause. But
come on, we pushing peace, guys. Come on. Don't let New York influence us right now.
But shout out Tavion, man. We grew up together as kids, and like, you know, we was just goofy kids at the end of the day. And I would have never thought that this positivity would have been coming from him. And it's like, you never know. You honestly never know. And it's actually good to relax.
You went back.
It's good to see, you know, having somebody that I grew up with, and we graduated together, you know, class of 09 Lexington, you know what I'm saying? You know,
boo,
trash. That's what I'm talking about. See, you hating.
No, Tavion, and he like real Maywood. Like, his people really deep into the Maywood. I don't want to say trenches because I'm trying to remove ourselves from that, but he's really deep rooted into Maywood in the community.
In the Woodian aspect.
They real Maywoodians, you feel me?
I want to just tell my story real quick.
Yeah, we didn't get y'all Maywood story. Y'all left me out.
I mean, ladies first. Ladies first. If you got something crazy, you got something, it don't even matter.
I don't know. The Maywood, it was an adventure. Like, definitely a lot of crazy stuff happened to her. I mean, there's so many stories I could tell. Like, where y'all trying to go with this though?
We want it wherever you want to go.
Look, I have.
You see where I went? I went straight
on the channel. I have it set up to where it's stories from the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
So wherever you want to put the stories at, it's going on.
It could be
be my guest.
It could be whatever you.
You heard what he said. He got shot in the foot.
I would just say this: like, growing up in Maywood definitely changed my life for the better.
For sure.
You know, it definitely gave me a different perspective. You know, coming from the Rockwell Garden projects, you know, that's a whole different type of environment. You know, like I said, moving to Maywood, it was like moving on up, like the Jeffersons. You know, it was the schools were different, the people were different, the way they talked to each other. You know, it was different. This was back in like '94 when I moved out to Maywood. So it was just a different type of community, something that I wasn't used to. You know, but I'm definitely glad, you know, that me and my sister, and we moved out here.
Shout out to the town, man. I just love hearing stories like that. Let's get into your story, goddamn.
I have two. I have like a funny one and a kind of not funny one, but
damn.
The first time I ever got introduced to like Maywood culture since we own Maywood, Mr. B and Mr. Ed were two janitors at Lexington, and they used to have these little crazy stories like, yeah, you know, Lexington is haunted. Woo woo. You know, as kids, I ain't paying that no attention. Man, Lexington not haunted. What you talking about?
Started with a ghost story.
Yeah,
what? No, Halloween is all about what they the devil. The ghost.
Wait a minute. See?
Look. Was it Fred Hampton?
No, it was not Fred Hampton.
Okay.
But nobody went to the basement, but the janitors in Lexington. So they took us down to the basement. They want to cut the lights off and everything. And we walking through the basement. They want to pop out and scare people. And I'm not even gonna lie, I was a little young.
You was scared?
I pissed myself.
Damn,
I did.
Wow.
I ain't gonna. I'm not.
Okay, all right. Damn,
What? I'm sorry.
That's your Maywood story.
Hold on.
That's all you got.
No, that's not it.
I think that's a yay story.
Like I said, the history behind
nothing to do with Maywood.
Hold on. Here's the history behind it. Why can't I never get my point off on this show? I'm so disrespected on this show. It's ridiculous, man. This is cute show. I don't even know who I am anymore. But the history behind it was apparently Lexington was built over a graveyard. So that whole little strip, I guess it was back in about 1960 or something like that. They wiped the graveyard, built Lexington on top of it, and that's where the whole haunted story came from.
Okay,
that's my point.
Okay,
voice.
You got that one off.
I'm not gonna take this disrespect.
But I gotta. Do you know what they doing with Lexington now? Is it
like got to do with him going to the basement of a school?
Yeah, we just gonna let him have that one. We gonna
moving past it.
We gonna move past it.
I'm nervous.
I'm trying to, I'm trying to work my way through this. You know what they doing with Lexington right now? Is they making it a school again? Or
honestly, I don't, and like pass by it every day. I really don't know, because at first they took it away, which I was so mad because we was the best school in the district.
Nigga saying anything.
Never that. Urban Tigers.
Shout out to 17th. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, boy.
Shout out to the horror.
Man, go to Lindau. Boy,
I went to Lindau too, and they were tigers too. I'm a tiger to the death.
You just a tiger.
I'm a tiger.
But a lion?
Must sound like the cowardly lion.
But hold on. The voice in the sky said the lions are real. But so you know what a Lexington is? A lion.
Man.
Really the king of the jungles. Let's talk about it.
The king of the jungle actually is the elephant, if we want to get deep into it.
All right, man. Now this man trying to go too deep. You
want to get deep into it.
But I don't know. They turned it into a bilingual school. Like they said they was gonna turn it into a bilingual school. And then it just stopped and nobody was there. And then now I guess it's back being a school again.
Cause see, they built a little playground.
I don't think it's a regular school. I actually was just up there passing out flyers and promoting. I'm actually supposed to have a meeting with the lady who runs the school. So it's some type of program. I think it's called like West 40 or something. Y'all heard of that?
I think I see some. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll find out more soon when I have that meeting with her. But yeah,
when you become president of Maywood, can we turn it back to Lexington?
No. Lexington.
Dang, I wish he understood politics.
Lexington over there, bro.
Said
the president of Maywood.
Is crazy. Can you turn it back to the president of Maywood?
No. Lexington over with, bro.
But my bad story is like, it's not like yours. I didn't get shot, unfortunately.
Fortunately,
but
you didn't get shot.
Maywood police put me in the handcuffs for the first time in my life.
That was the first time you got it.
And it wasn't because of me.
I think expand on this.
So being outside, chilling with your friends per usual. We walking around, apparently, allegedly, none of my business, but a girl had just got shot with a BB gun on a block next to me, right? I know. Hey, it's sad. It's sad, bro. It's sad.
She was hurt, bro.
But look,
she got hurt, bro. Don't laugh at people's pain, bro.
Horrible.
I'm sorry, I grew up in the 90s. We were shooting BB guns for fun.
What I'm saying? Like, it was just they
you get shot with a BB gun if you cry.
So, you went to jail for mistaken identity for shooting somebody with a BB gun?
It was an older couple on the block. Shout out to the older couples.
Shout out to the old heads.
They windows got shattered in the process.
Okay,
all of them. So
They had a switch on the BB gun.
What's your emergency?
They shot my windows out.
They didn't call the peoples in, so they had no description. They just knew it was kids and they were black. So I promise you,
definitely
we walking down 5th. I'm trying to get to 7th. I'm trying to cross over. Maywood just gone flying down the street.
Got you.
4-5 cops just pull up right there, block street, everything. Got a group of kids coming down. Me and my friend way towards us. We just boxed in, and they thought we was just grouped with them. So they like cuffs on them, but we had a good cop. That's what I'm telling. Hey, God is real.
God for sure.
God is real.
You was scared,
man? What?
Fire.
Talking about scared. Hold on. I wasn't scared of the cops. I was scared of my parents.
Cause you finna go to jail for attempt BB gun shooting.
Something like that. What's that? Attempted
playfulness.
Harmful. That's what I was going there for. I was scared of my parents more than anything. But the cop took us around the corner. He talked to the community, and they was like, they had nothing to do with it.
Want these guys.
So he took us out of the cusp. But I tell you, them things is cold.
Hey, man.
Them things is cold. That's not what y'all want to feel around y'all wrist.
Story. I ain't gonna talk about my arrest story. We gonna start there.
Do we got a positive Maywood story? She was the only positive we had. Can we get a positive one, please?
Positive Maywood story. See, this is the positive Maywood story for me. Like all my friends that I went to Irvin with, my mama went to school with their mamas. So like I feel like Maywood is just this one big family.
Happy family.
It's just a big happy family because like if I don't know you, my mama know your mama, or my uncle know your uncle. Like everybody around here know who is who. So it's like all this negativity that goes on and that happens, but it's still a family at the end of the day. And what family don't got dysfunction, man? So it may not be It may not be positive, but it just it is what it is with Maywood. Like I just grown to know that like we a family, we gonna argue, we gonna fight, we gonna bicker. Sometimes the worst might happen, but like at the end of the day, we all gonna come together for the common good.
So watch how I set this up though. Hold on. She talked about all the positivity coming. She brought up herself. Being in the community. She brought up Danka.
Shout out Danka.
She brought up Rashad.
Shout out Rashad.
She even brought up you.
Shout out me.
And you just brought up your family.
Shout out my family.
I can't count how many people that actually is, but if you look at the people that rock with Danka, you look at the people that rock with Rashad, you look at the people that rock with your family, you look at the people that rock with her. That's all positive.
That's a fact.
That's the positive story right there.
Community.
The community.
Back
to the beginning. Maywood.
That's
the positivity behind it. It ain't all negative. And I know, I probably didn't see it. Thank you very much. That whole 25 blocks that they was talking about, we not pushing that.
18.
It was on
you talking about the shorty? You talking about the shorties?
We're not pushing
we
that.
ain't pushing what them shorties
we
was
pushing
on.
25 blocks of positivity.
No, we 21
How about
blocks.
that?
We ain't claiming them extra 4 blocks.
21?
We 21. We ain't claiming them extra
18.
4. No. We 21 in them things. We 21 strong. 21.
We pushing 21 blocks of positivity. That's what we gonna do.
That's what I'll take that, man.
That's a t-shirt right there.
What you got to do with this here? Because you say you got something to say about that.
Okay. I don't want to disrespect that in any way, shape, or form, but the first time I had vegan food, I didn't like it.
Yo, no. Hey, be real though. Let them know.
I didn't.
Go to Vegan
What you
Fest.
have? What you have?
Vegan Fest? Nah, I heard that was lit.
No. I say this. First off, Rick
Vegan
Ross,
Fest
you shouldn't
definitely
be
is lit.
You shouldn't
That's
be.
it.
I had cheese at Vegan Fest that I literally went, y'all lying to these people. Y'all trumping these people. Legitimately, I was like, oh, this cheese is amazing. This is cheese. This is not vegan cheese.
I need that.
Now, the problem with the vegan community that I have is that cheese, I shouldn't be paying $15 for cheese.
What?
It's unacceptable. Because I can go get it from this cow for 3 of them. I mean, I'm gonna pick the 3,
and that's what.
If I want to rock,
that's what the gap.
You can't sit here and give me the $15 cheese.
That's the gap.
That's the gap right there. Is it expensive being a vegan?
Absolutely.
Sheesh.
Anything good is expensive.
Anything good.
Most things good are expensive.
Calm down, yeah.
Out.
You heard his reaction. Come on, yay.
I mean, just, okay.
About to be nuts.
I got a question. I do got a question about being vegan though. Do you feel like when you once you're elected, will you have like classes about stuff like that? Will you try to like push that onto the community? Not push it. I don't want to feel like you're forcing it, but like, will you try to let the people know that like this is how we should do? Because the Elijah Muhammad say this is the way we supposed to be eating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Elijah Muhammad was a vegan, but I really do feel like
right there.
You on Wikipedia?
No, I read a book. I read an Elijah Muhammad book, and he told me like certain things you should be eating. Certain things.
Yeah, he do have books. Come on, man. I got his books. How to Eat to Live.
Yeah,
Elijah Muhammad. How to Eat to Live.
I read he's Muslim, so he'll eat pork. He don't do the.
And that's a really good book.
Yeah, for sure it is.
Yeah, he don't promote veganism in that book, but if you do, follow the guide of that book, it can be definitely helpful. I do feel like, for the healing of our community, like if we want to really heal mentally, spiritually, emotionally, we do have to take control of how we eat. Mm-hmm. It's inevitable.
For sure.
It's just something that we can't get around that,
Let pigs feet go.
Let it go. Man, that was never good to start.
No, you lying.
Hold on, calm down.
I said what
Let
I said.
Let that chicken feet go.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
But
down south, you can hurt me if you want to.
I feel like we sit there and we say we got to eat this because the slaves ate it.
Yeah.
No, Thanksgiving shouldn't be what it is at a certain time.
I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of certain foods that slaves have eaten.
Like what? What you a fan of?
I mean, listen.
Don't say
you
that
throw
crazy.
Some pig feet in that mud. Yeah, I mean, it makes it phenomenal.
I like a little fried pork chop. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, pork chop's cool.
First off, they wasn't frying nothing down there.
You tweaking, but if you think them slaves weren't frying stuff, what are you talking about?
Where they get no oil from?
What you mean?
The same spot they making lard. They weren't using oil.
They was definitely using lard. Come on, Quincy, what you know?
Don't give it to us like that. They fried. How you think them folks was eating?
You thought them Negro spirituals came from?
From making, come on now, they weren't eating cauliflower.
No, they wasn't eating cauliflower. They was definitely eating chicken.
They was whipping them
little chicken gizzards.
Chicken gizzards. Come on now, they would get it together.
So I had many young people that listen to this podcast don't have this opportunity. I had Big Mama.
Okay,
Big Mama from Alabama.
Oh,
she from Birmingham.
Shout out to Birmingham.
Yeah, I mean,
Bessemer.
She said we ain't have a bathroom. We had an outhouse.
Oh,
that was Big Mama.
Yeah, that's
I mean, that's Big Mama. Muzz ain't got that right now.
That's a fact.
Big Mama was from that. Her father said, "Yeah, I ran from the plantation." What you mean? Right? What is going on? The food that they said this is what we can't let go of because of the culture that we came in. Because this is the culture that we go back to as Black folks. We go back to slave culture. We don't go back to African culture. We don't mess with the foo stuff like that. Not to say we don't rock with it.
Yeah,
but it's not Black American culture.
Yeah,
she couldn't let go of it. And so I remember always being like, we don't have to eat this. We have more money now,
way more,
to not eat the scraps of the pig, to not eat the scraps of the chicken. But gizzards are good. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. But I think the thing is, with Black folks now, we hold on to that because we can't let go of our past. Because if we let go of our past, that might open up a future that we're uncomfortable with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I definitely feel like, if we want to grow spiritually, emotionally, if we just want to grow, period, we definitely have to clean up our diets.
It start with your
stomach. Sure. Yeah.
It start with you.
I can't go full vegan, but I will say not eating pork every day is amazing.
Or beef. So I'm trying to get off the beef too.
The vegan tenders I had was good.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The size was crazy.
That was wild. But like the
vegan chicken tenders that I had, I will not lie, they were good.
Was it cauliflower?
I don't know what it was.
I had some not real.
Somebody gave it to me because they was
trying
to go vegan.
Though, we live too wrong now, right? I can eat pork every day. I can eat beef every day. I can eat chicken every day if I'm picking cotton.
Got you.
We don't live that way no more.
Exactly.
It's not wrong. I shouldn't say.
No, I get what you say. I get what you're saying, though.
But we don't. We're not active enough to live with that diet. Even in the 60s, right? My grandparents was in the 60s. My grandfather had to go work on a truck. The truck meant you putting the truck together. You're loading the truck. Whatever you're eating doesn't affect you as much. We in 2024.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
In 2024,
this ain't real meat.
If you eat the same things that they ate in 1960, while you letting AI do 95% of your job, you're not going to be.
You ain't burning that stuff off. Yeah,
exactly.
For sure. You just sitting there eating, and it's just sitting in your stomach. You ain't digesting it properly. Now you just sitting up in there with chicken up in your body from 6 months ago.
That's nuts. You got to clean yourself out. Do it.
Sounds so dirty right now.
But I mean, the way that we eat is kind of dirty though.
What are you doing in my ears?
Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been kind of on the diet because I knew we was interviewing Verneka. So I took myself on a diet, but like, bro, the mental clarity I got right now, like, I'm not bloated. I'm not these certain things. It's not like I just stopped eating meat. Sure. It's like I didn't have some tacos. You feel? I get what I'm saying. KP makes some tacos now. You get what I'm saying? But like,
you be bloated?
Oh, bro, I be bloated.
Who are
Once you stop eating meat, bro, you're gonna be like, damn, bro, like I feel lighter.
But you was trying to clean up your diet last year.
I'm finna get back to
definitely on your D for sure.
I'm finna get back to it. I'm definitely finna get back to it because
y'all was working at what Kudo, whatever.
Now that's a vegan restaurant. That's definitely a vegan restaurant.
Where y'all was at?
At Corrido. Shout out to Corrido.
Corrido.
Shout out. Y'all need to reach out by now.
I said Kudo. I ain't gonna hold you now.
Hold on. It's looking ugly, gang.
Yeah. All right. We ain't gonna no more shout outs for Corrido then, but we just gonna call them the C.
Oh, they beefing? We got Corrido beef?
It ain't no beef. It ain't no beef.
We was working at the C, and like I promise
the C?
If we wasn't getting the chicken, the steak. But we basically eating vegan meals. They got salads for us. They have tofu. I don't really want to eat tofu because that's soy. You know the soy is terrible for you.
It's
so it's like
not good.
I want to do that. It's just they so expensive, bro. Like I can't go there 3 times a day and expect to still be able to take my son to tennis practice. Shout out to Justo, that nigga in tennis right now.
He in tennis?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, he surprised me every day.
Tennis was a rough sport.
He surprised me every day, man.
Tennis was rough for me.
This kid hit, man.
How's his backhand?
Hey, man, I don't know.
Tennis was rough for me.
I don't know.
What does he have on an overhand
But look,
serve?
the teacher said, the instructor said, oh, you're a lefty. So that means you're either going to be amazing or you're going to be trash.
Oh, is this baseball?
No, this is tennis.
No, I'm saying left-handed in baseball mean you're going to make $6 million.
Hey, he's a baseball player now, too. Now. He's Shohei Ohtani now. He pitching. He hitting. I got the clips now.
Why you go to Shohei?
Hey, because he won a chip. That's the MVP. Come on now. I'm trying to push baseball on my baby. Hey, Justo, we ain't playing football no more.
Oh God.
We're going baseball in it. But no, for real, you feel me? But it's like I'm trying to do that with Justin too. Like he be wanting to change his diet. I'm not gonna say go vegan. He want to change his diet, but it'd be like it'd be so hard. You gotta practice at what time you gotta practice? 8 o'clock. You got to figure out what you're going to eat. Now, McDonald's is the most convenient thing, but it's like I can't keep going off convenience. I can't keep doing like what's comfortable for me. I got to think outside.
Your body get tired of that though after a while. Honestly, your body will tell you like when you that's enough.
It's enough.
Enough is enough, bro.
So I want to try to push that before he really get like 10. So he can really understand going into middle school, like I don't have to do this. I could take me an orange to practice. And,
period.
And you feel me? So it's like we really got to preach that because what you eat influences your brain, influences your blood, influences everything. So if you put the right things in your body, you putting the right things in your mind, you putting the right things in your blood.
Exactly.
How long you been vegan?
Well, I started being a vegan. I started like finding out more about that probably like around like 8-9 years ago. Okay. But it was a reason. I wasn't just doing it trying to like follow a trend or anything like that. It was a reason. It was a method to my madness. And the reason why I started looking into veganism or just cleaning up my diet. And see, the thing is, like when we talk about vegan food, like y'all talking about the vegan fast and like all these restaurants. See, that to me, that's junk food vegan. I'm thinking more like clean vegan food, like fruits, vegetables,
real alkaline
and
diet.
water. Like more of an alkaline diet
Shout out
type of
Larry
situation. And I started doing that because I used to have like really bad like menstrual cramps. And that was the reason why I started like looking for different ways to like heal myself from that. And my first teacher was, of course, Dr. Sabi.
Oh, shout out to Dr. Sabi,
and
man.
So I found him on the internet, and I basically just started following, I started following his food regimen. And for a long time, my diet was literally just fruits, vegetables, and water, and that's it. Nothing else.
Was you doing raw fruits and raw vegetables, or you
I steam my vegetables.
Okay.
Like the raw stuff, I don't even like try raw for a little bit. That's
too deep for me.
It's really deep. It's deep. But if you're trying to clean your system out, that's more so like you're really trying to clean your system out. I don't think veganism is for everybody. I feel like at some point we need to clean our diet out just to clean our systems out.
Right.
We're so polluted from eating, fast food and all this toxic food for so many years. At some point, like our systems do need to be detoxed from that. And like Quentin said, like when you begin to detox from those toxic foods, you'll see the difference in how you think and your energy levels and just how you live your life completely,
For sure.
I was very intentional about, my diet and it was a reason why I was trying to heal myself from something. And I did get the results that I was looking for.
Hey, man, won't you do it?
Unfortunate news. I was a vegan and vegetarian coming up as a kid.
For real?
I promise you I was.
You wasn't no vegan.
I promise you I was. I'm gonna
vegan what?
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna tell you.
Vegan what?
All I ate was vegetables and fruits, and I'm gonna tell you exactly when.
You never had bacon?
It stopped happening. I know. I kid you. You can ask my mama.
You never had ham?
No.
So what was the switch? What made y'all stop?
You remember when
when the McRib came out? You remember the McRib came out?
You remember when Inspector Gadget came out? Inspector Gadget came out and McDonald's was having a thing where you had to go every week or every 2 weeks to go back and get the pieces to the toy. I'm a kid. I want the toy. So long time.
So you have your whole family.
Till I was like 10. I was going there. I was getting the toy. I wouldn't eat the burger. I would eat nothing but the fruit. And that's it. My father was like,
yeah,
you're not doing that no more.
Yeah.
What?
You never ate bacon.
I'm so sick. This is no joke. This is no front. Y'all can come to the house, ask my mama. She would tell you.
I'm asking next time.
So your family wasn't vegan. You just didn't like to eat meat.
I just didn't like to eat meat.
I could definitely feel where you're coming from. This is why. No, I wasn't like that. Okay. But what I can say is I know a lot of kids, like they did not like to eat meat. And I felt like they parents will force it upon them. My nephew was one of them. My goddaughter, she was one of them. Just naturally at the womb, they wasn't attracted to like the meat. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll eat the French fries, they'll eat the apples and stuff like that. But they was not attracted to the meat, and their parents like basically made them eat it. You know what I'm saying? So I did see that in a lot of kids.
He definitely told me, if you don't eat that burger, you ain't getting that toy. Hey, boy, it's either the toy or the burger, and you a kid, what you want? You want the toy.
You gonna eat that burger?
No, I mean, I still to this day don't. I barely like, but you barely see me eat a burger. I do not like burgers.
You'll test some chicken up, bro.
I was about to say, I've seen you knock down chicken on a
exactly.
But is it just burger, or you don't eat like beef like that? Pause. I'm just saying.
Dang it. We just had this whole.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It caught up.
I don't really eat too much beef.
Okay.
Honestly. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Red meat bad for you.
Yeah, I want to get off the red meat for sure.
Definitely, I definitely be on some blood type stuff. But see, this is the thing. I
did a blood type cleanse. That mess was like.
What's your blood type?
I am A negative.
Are you an A?
Which one will you?
So basically, red meat will kill me.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm an O. I'm an O blood type. So red meat is actually more beneficial for my blood type. So basically, a diet of beef and vegetables is ideal for the O blood type.
Facts.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
No, legit. Like find out your blood type, find you a nutritionist. So when I did the cleanse,
I barely.
That's really what it was.
God, come on, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
You don't go to the doctor?
Barely.
No, I don't. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What that mean?
You need to be in a doctor.
No, I'm a wellness coach.
That's called.
You also a wellness.
Hey,
what's going on over here? It's all
type of. Hey, Q. You're not gonna play my boy Ye like that. That's called being a man.
I'm not going to the doctor. I just went to the doctor the other day.
How often? Let's be real. We're not gonna cap. Who
made you go?
Y'all can only judge me off my last experience.
Who set up your appointment?
Me.
Who made you set up your appointment?
Me.
Nah.
Y'all, what you saying? I'm not responsible.
So you gonna lie on this podcast? Yes, absolutely. We're men. We know what goes on.
She's sitting right there, y'all. Dang, she did everything for me.
Thank you. Your wife did it for you. Okay, cool.
Here's the thing. We don't. This is gonna sound crazy.
We got to change that though.
No. It's gonna sound crazy. We don't bleed enough to set up doctor's appointments.
I
get what you're saying.
When you see what's happening inside of your body on a consistent basis, you have to say, "Let me make sure my body is right." As men, we bleed when we cut ourselves.
Yeah, you got to be real.
Or if it's terrible.
Yeah, you got to be in real pain or scared, nervous. Like, what's this doing?
So legit. You got to be shaking it.
I went on vacation, right? I went on vacation. My tooth was messed up. I said, it's probably not nothing. By the time I came back, I didn't sleep for 3 days.
Dang.
See?
That's when I called the doctor and was like, I'm finna die. I need to find somebody
help me.
Help me. We're not in tune with the insides of our bodies enough.
That's a fact.
Like women are, because the insides of our bodies don't matter as much.
Yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying. Look, we need to change that.
Hold on. How does this show interject with everything that we need to do? See, that's what I'm talking about. You need a good woman in your life, man.
Hey, man, we pushing positivity.
Well, he got a woman in his life.
I know. That's why I said he just set it up.
We working on.
We need a good woman. We need a good woman in our life. So
we working on you, bro.
We working.
Crash out yet?
Just talking about it.
What?
Single. Dating,
that's
married,
one of my questions.
What we doing?
That's one of my questions.
We gonna end it like this because we didn't hit all the positivity, and here comes the nonsense.
I got another question after that, and then we definitely could end it off of that.
No, I'm single right now.
Okay.
By choice.
Talk to him,
of course.
With the choice.
Ain't out here with Bantu knots in the hair like that. You're not single by choice. Stop playing with them.
Y'all crazy. But yeah, I'm single right now.
Okay.
That's it. I'm not really dating or anything like that.
Shades on.
Do you feel like your partner got to be a vegan?
Okay, so my last serious relationship, like, he was a vegan, and I don't know, I just feel like it made everything easier, that we was just on the same page.
Okay.
Like, I dated 2 people that was vegans, and yeah, it was cool. Like, it just made life easier.
Can't be coming around.
I just felt like we was on the same page about that.
Can't be smelling like no heralds.
Can they be trained?
Honestly, I'm definitely not into training people to do anything. I feel like people could do it. They should do whatever they want to do. But this is what I want to say, because you said something about smelling. Like, when you clean your body out, when you begin to clean yourself on a cellular level, you'll see that your body won't even have odors. Like, your breath won't stink. Like, your underarms, your feet, like, your body won't stink. And that's how we know, you know what I'm saying, that if not veganism, just doing like a deep cleanse in your body is completely necessary. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Like a
even if you just following like you said, a blood type diet or something like that. But it's definitely necessary, and I feel like we really need it. Even if you don't make it a lifestyle, like a forever lifestyle, it's probably necessary for a small period of time in our lives. For sure.
Vegan is the meat the same. I apologize. I couldn't let that joke go by. I couldn't let that joke go by. Don't answer that question.
That was the yak, y'all.
That was the yak.
That's that yak.
No, that's called a good joke.
That was a joke. That was a joke. I'll give you that.
If you're vegan, is the meat the same? Come on, that's a
they didn't catch that though.
I thought you was a part of Yak Gang, man.
I'm big Yak.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. I understood the joke.
But the yak didn't mess with the joke.
That's a great joke.
That's a great joke.
I'm glad I wasn't the drunk one. I'm the drunk on this episode.
The glasses says it all.
How do you feel about the new president, this election we just had?
Oh, we get
No. The producer asked. We got to go through this.
The producer didn't ask nothing. Hold on.
How do you feel about this?
Don't blame it on the producer.
Because if you want to hear my
call
answer,
your girl out.
I done put my resume up on cottonpicking.com already.
But why you feel like you feel be picking cotton though? You ain't picked cotton the last 4 years. What you gonna have to pick it for?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just according
Stop
to
going
what
off the internet, man.
I don't know.
Stop
going off
the internet, man.
I don't pay no attention.
Did you vote?
You done made Quentin mad.
You ain't vote?
No.
So how you finna be picked? What? You know what your great grandmama did to get that vote?
She didn't do nothing. You know what she did? She read that Bible. She believed in God. They ain't God. So therefore,
yeah, I think
she didn't even show up She didn't even show up to her little meeting that she was supposed to have at her own school, bro.
You talking about a meeting? We talking about election.
I'm talking about. Was she not in the election?
So yo, what you finna say really don't matter because you ain't vote.
Exactly.
So
was you for Trump or not? Or was you for
That's
Camilla?
What it sound like.
Was you for Trump?
I wasn't for none of them. Whatever happens is happening.
So you ain't finna pick cotton no way.
I mean, I just thought that's what
He'll
they
look
was
dark.
saying.
He might pick something.
I wanted to be the number one draft. I wanted to be the number one draft pick
in the NBA.
No.
And what?
Cotton
picking the CBA?
the plantation.
You'll definitely be number one with that skin tone.
You feel me? And the number one draft pick in 2025.
So I didn't even mean.
I'm not mad at this though because how often do you feel like your vote matters?
I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't feel like it matters, but you should exercise the right. You get what I'm saying?
So you feel like it don't matter, but you should exercise something that somebody told you to exercise.
Yeah, I feel like you don't.
I'm not saying you right or wrong.
Gym membership, you should go to that gym membership.
So you gonna get the gym membership, but you're not gonna get in shape.
I mean, it happens. I got a gym membership. I ain't in shape.
I think that's the concerning part. Is somebody that's in politics, do you feel like in the major world, black people vote matter? Or the vote matters because
black vote matters.
You saw the numbers that came out from the presidential election.
Let me just say this. I marched to the beat of my own drums.
Okay.
And most people will probably be surprised, but I was not a fan of Camilla.
I wasn't a fan either.
For sure. So when I make a decision, my spiritual understanding probably trumps,
word.
Yeah. So when I think about like her policies on like abortion, the thoughts about like abortion and the homosexual agenda that I see being pushed on the children in school,
amen.
I definitely have to turn away from that. And I'm definitely in disagreement with that. So for those reasons, I'm glad she's not.
Can I say
in
two
office.
Unpopular opinions?
Go ahead, yeah, this is your show.
No, it ain't. Anyways, it is. But first things first is I feel like we need to stop this whole narrative that kids have that they got their own decision making and stuff with the stuff that we put on them. Kids are very impressionable.
For sure.
Exactly.
So therefore, you're putting this out to a 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old. They're impressionable, so they're gonna feel like this is the norm.
For sure. I feel that.
Unpopular opinion. It's not the norm. Thank you very much.
Nothing is normal though. Like I ain't saying that pushing this stuff on the kids is what we should be doing. You should let kids be kids. But as of 2024 going into 2025, what is the norm for right now? What would you consider to be like, oh yeah, that's just what we do? Like it's so much weird stuff going on.
The conversation you gotta have is the social media real world.
No, social media, that's the alternate universe.
And I don't believe that social media is real world. I think that if social media was real world, Vice President Harris would be the president of the United States right now.
I don't know, because the real world is a whole bunch of like racist whites.
Yeah, but that's not what's pushed on social media.
So,
you sure?
For sure.
Because I see a lot of black deaths on social media. I don't really see no white people getting like assassinated on.
You ain't never watched Cops.
I watch cops all the time. They ain't shooting. They ain't killing. They not killing.
Brothers you seen on cops
They
on
lock them up
weekly.
in Maywood. They shoot the motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? Like,
What I say is, and what I mean by this is, if social media was real, the outrage versus Trump would not be as outcasted as we saw the numbers be. He won by, at least the last time I checked, I haven't checked the recent numbers. He won by 6 million votes.
That's crazy.
6 million votes. That means that more people in America than not are not voicing the opinion of social media.
But I feel like we follow black social media, so we getting the same kind of perspectives on that as well. They really following like racist social media.
I'm on Twitter, so I get a lot of Elon content. Elon is pushing the other side. I literally was like,
a Democrat though, so it's like how you really like. I can't really trust your words. You a Democrat, but you voting for a Republican, so it's like you wishy-washy yourself.
But I think here's the thing: you don't vote if you're a voting person. Are you voting your interests? Are you voting your party?
You should.
You're voting your party. I'm gonna tell you this right now: the person that you shouldn't root for the person that runs your country the way you root for the Chicago Bulls.
For sure,
exactly.
But I feel like that's what the country
a bad
is now.
decision.
I feel like the country is like,
because guess what?
Donald
I'm a
Trump
root for the Bulls no matter what.
For sure,
they're probably not winning the NBA championship.
They're definitely not. They're definitely not. But the races is cheering for their races, so and they got their races in there.
But this is like a key to like. It seemed like they was paying attention more to the theatrics than what was really being pushed.
It's America. That's what we do.
Because it's like they paying attention to Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B.
Oh, you talking about that? Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about that.
Okay.
I'm talking about that side of it. And it's like you got all the theatrics behind it. And it's like, oh, yeah, this is a guaranteed win. And then as soon as the day hit, what happened?
I think see what I really feel like, because I wouldn't really fuck Kamala at first, but like I feel like if she maybe had enough time, if she really got we want her to vote. If we would have chosen her to vote for, I feel like maybe it would have been a different outcome. But she really got like the short end of the stick going against somebody that's flaming hot. This boy got like he was already the president. They want him to be back the president. He got all these felonies. Like people love a underdog story. And Kamala was like, "You already the vice president. Y'all didn't do nothing for the country at all these past 4 years. So it's like, man, we want something fresh and new. I ain't gonna say fresh and new. We want what we feel like is best for the country. And that's what they feel like was best out of the lesser of the three options. I can't say two options. The lesser of the three options, that's what they feel like was the best. Yeah, I don't feel like she got the short end of the stick, but I don't feel like she was the right person.
She got in too late.
She got in.
Would y'all agree with that?
Yeah, yes, she wasn't the right person. She wasn't the right person.
She didn't have. No, I don't think she wasn't the right person. I don't think we can blame her for anything she did.
So who should we blame?
She was phenomenal as a black candidate. She was phenomenal as a minority candidate. I think that Kamala did great things in the space that she was in. But whether you disagree with her policies or not,
for sure,
she had 3 months to make it happen.
That's not enough time, man, to run a campaign, bro. It's
not enough time coming from the election that you recently had 4 years before with Joe Biden,
for sure,
who said, "I'm not going to be a part of this race," and then was like, "But I like this power. I'm gonna be a part of this race."
I'm here for that.
She had no chance at any point to change the minds of people,
like the swing
who were
voters
already locked in.
Yeah, for sure. I get that.
That's how I feel. 3 months is not enough.
It's not enough time.
Donald Trump been fighting this fight for 8 years.
Man, for sure. For sure.
Now, do I agree with everything she said? No, because my financial situation is different and all of that. But do I agree with, as a person who has black daughters and a black wife, where she's at? I understand why the other side is not good for those women.
For sure.
I don't know. I guess my perspective is like, when you say black, I don't see like black in the sense of the five of us sitting in this room right now.
Damn.
Like I feel like
do it for you because you ain't did it this whole show.
Like her black is like, it's just not us. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like she understands our struggle.
Yeah.
She hasn't lived the life that we live, you know, being a a immigrant, an Indian person, or even just a Jamaican.
Come on, man.
You know, her father being Jamaican.
Come on now.
I still don't feel like when we say black, we don't relate to Indians or Africans that come over here as who come over here from their country. Like, they're not us. And it's not to like separate it. It's not to separate it. I mean, I understand like we are all one. Like, I definitely have that mind spec and perspective because, you know, my loyalty is to God first, and we're all his children. Yeah. But when you have someone who would try to play off the black narrative, I just find that completely deceptive.
Disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? And absolutely disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? To think that we're stupid enough to just fall for it. And even like Ye said, you're using entertainment, trying to entertain us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're more intelligent than that.
For sure.
But this is the only thing I'll say to counter that. Trump did not do that. Trump used those same medias that maybe don't pop up on our timelines. Trump went on Joe Rogan. He went on Andrew Schultz's podcast, the Flagrant One.
So I watched the Flagrant 2 pod, and
Flagrant 2. My bad. Great adjustment.
I caught you there, and it wasn't like he was pandering to them though. He was being honest. He was being open.
He didn't have to pander to him. One of them is very Caucasian. It's Andrew Schultz, who is one of my favorite. Like, let's be real, one of my favorite comedians.
That's my favorite white ever.
I love Andrew Schultz. I'm a Brilliant Idiots fan.
For sure, I subscribe to the.
But what I think we see as a culture is not always what is happening in the world, and we avoid a lot of it.
I mean, if you like really do your history, and this is not me like, you know, rooting for Donald Trump in no type of way, but just being transparent. Yeah. If you go back and look at pictures from the 80s, you know what I'm saying? You'll find him around black celebrities and black elites. So him, you know, bringing that into the campaign it was really nothing new because he's been in that world, and many black celebrities were saying that
him and Snoop got many pictures together.
You know what I'm saying? And even before, even way before then, like you can go back to pictures, you know, in the 80s, the early 90s, you know.
Real leaders.
So he had been in that atmosphere already.
He always said too, if he ever ran on anything, it would be Republican because they're not as smart as Democrats.
So you think Democrats
he said smart? That publicly on TV. I think it was on Jay Leno. He said if I ever ran for president under any kind of political party, it would be Republicans because they're not smart.
I get that. It's a lot of down south Americans.
I'm gonna let them talk on the rest of this. I'm gonna end it at you not finna get me to get no vote for Watashi Wasta.
What?
That's all I'm gonna say.
For Meg the Stallion was up there doing
you're not getting my vote off that.
Popping her little cool cat on stage.
If you think that's finna give me a vote for you to run a country, you're crazy.
I feel that too. I feel like you shouldn't try to entertain us to vote for you. Like you got to come with some real facts and hard hitting policies for us.
Hey, look, I don't care one side or the other, but let's not cap like the other side didn't do that too.
But this he's entertaining. It's different when like Donald Trump he's not a politician. So if you do non-politician things, I expect that out of Donald Trump because you're not a politician. If you a politician, you was a attorney, I feel like you should come with a little more. I don't even know the word, but you should be.
That's not the culture, though. That's not the culture.
She ain't the culture.
No, you got to get young people though.
She ain't the culture, man.
But no matter what, right.
Listen, jerk chicken and some rice and peas.
Let me talk to you on a level that we on, right?
Right, for sure.
If I'm trying to get into hip hop right now, am I gonna come at you with the house in the hills, got some bills? No, everybody knows all fish have gills. No, I'm not coming at you with that.
No,
that's not the conversation. Because that's not what's popping right now. That's not what's gonna get you to look at me.
For sure, I'll give you that.
Now, look, I don't have a dog in the fight.
Me neither. But I'll get what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't care.
If I'm trying to get you to look at me, I'm not gonna come at you with 1985 hip hop for 2024 era.
For sure.
I'm gonna hit you with some yeah.
Come on, Nick. Ashiga. Wokashiwasa.
Oh, a little Japanese.
As long as I get my $40 an hour picking that cotton, I don't care what y'all talking about.
Hey man, I think
all right, this man ain't going out.
Yeah, see. I think we had.
How about we zoom in on that?
Ye's a little drunk, so this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to give a special shout out to Verneka for coming out to support us, help us. Also,
you gotta do the Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's what you told me last week, right?
But let me say this, Quentin. I just want to say, regardless of who's the president, who's not the president, my personal perspective is that I live by the rules. You know, God said we live in this world as a person in the kingdom of God, and that's my mindset. We live in this world, but we have to learn to not be a part of it. You know, so even when the world is following one direction, if that is not in the will of God, or if there's something that's against God, then I have to stand against that. So that's my perspective on that.
Bob, can we get a button for the new 20 subscribers for the God? Man. 20 more for Jesus.
Yeah, he's drunk. So thank you for coming to support us.
Thank you for having me. We
appreciate it. We're gonna do some more when election time get here. We definitely want to bring you back because we getting you in there. Well, I don't care what you say. You in there.
She my commissioner for Maywood.
Come on, man. This one I'm voting for. I don't care about the other woman. This one right here though.
She my commissioner.
She the one.
Who's she running? Who she really competing with though?
It don't even matter. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's actually quite a few people running for Park District Commissioner.
They ain't you.
Tavion Johnson and myself is all y'all need to
That's
do.
What we pushing for. That's all we.
They coming on the show.
Shout out Tavion.
They coming on the show.
Shout out Verneka, man. That's what we voting for.
That's my vote.
Hey, we need you to sign this petition too.
Petition?
Don't worry about it. We'll get you there.
Oh Lord.
You feel me? Stay black. Stay blessed. Stay highly favored, man. You know what it is.
Shout out to Maywood's official podcast.
Maywood official podcast. Outsideneverinpodcast. You know what the deal is. Yeah. Shout out to the squad. It's definitely a spider.
You see a spider?
Yes, it's right here. I seen it dropping when it was when we was recording still.
You seen a spider drop in front of me the whole time? Oh.
Yeah, we got it. We murderers around here. You know what I'm saying?
That's not on here. It might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I have fun, man.
Y'all crazy though. Y'all wild though.
I had fun, man.
But thank you guys for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
Is it still recording?
No, it's
we appreciate you out your business.
Even if it is, I cut it. Don't worry about it.
Did you ask all the questions? Or did y'all? Because y'all be just doing y'all own thing.
I do my own thing.
Let me see. The question I didn't ask was, do you plan on renting out the Park District? But I feel like it was deeper. We got a little deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? We hit that. I mean, I could ask like, what's your favorite thing about what you do? Didn't I ask that? Yeah, I asked that.
I feel like you asked everything.
If you could have any other job, what would it be?